So this is the Integrated Math 1, Chapter 2 note page. So starting on the front, we're going to look at the find the slope box. So slope is rise over run. It's also the change in y over the change in x. We refer to that as delta y over delta x. Or you can use the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So for any 2 points, you can find the slope either by graphing or using the formula. So if you graph the point 2, so on the line given, you want to find 2 places where the grid meets at a corner. So I found one right here at 2, 2, and one over here at -3, -2. And then I just counted the slope. So the count, or the slope, has a rise of 4 and a run of 5, and it's going up, so it's positive 4/5. Then, let's see, slope for point. What does it want? Then it wants you to use these 2 points and use the formula. So you're going to go -6 minus -3, which gets you to -3. And then you're going to go -4 minus 2, which is -6. And then I reduce that to positive 1/2. All right, moving over to box number 2. In the equation y equals mx plus b, the m represents the slope and the b represents the y-intercept. So if you write the equation of the line above and graph it to the right, there is a y-intercept at positive 4 and a slope of -2/3. We're going to go down 2 over 1, 2, 3. Okay. Box number 3, a line has an x-intercept of 4 and a y-intercept of 3. Plot the x and y-intercepts. So that means you're just going to get an x-intercept of 4, 0, that's right here. And you're going to plot the y-intercept of 0, 3, which is right there. So it has a slope of down 3 over 4, which is a slope of -3/4. Has a y-intercept of 3. So the equation of the line is -3/4 plus 3, or f of x equals -3/4 plus 3. This is just function notation. This is just regular notation. In box 4a, it says to complete the table and graph, which is linear. All right, so I found a slope of 3 by finding the difference. I found the numbers in between, so I was able to see that the y's were growing by 3 this way, and the x's were growing by 1 this way. So then I was asked to write the equation in a line, which intersects the y-axis right here at 4, and is growing by 3. So I go up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1. And we're going to graph it. All right, so the equation is y, or f of x equals 3x plus 4. And at 3, the output is 13. So here's 3, go all the way up here to 13. That's this point right here. And at 40, where would it be? At 40, 3 times 40 would get you what? 120, 120. Oh, what is it if it's 40? So you set it equal to 40, subtract 4 from both sides, divide both sides by 3, you get x equals 12. All right. Part 4 says, use the answers to the question below. Okay, the y-intercept represents the starting value, or b, which is in the equation y equals mx plus b. The coordinates 4, 16 means to move 4 to the right and go up 16. Slope represents rise over run, delta y, delta x, or steepness of a line. Box 5 says solve each equation for x. So I distributed for the first one, and I got -3x minus 8. Found my, combined that 7 with minus 8, got -1. added 1 to both sides, divided both sides by -3, and got +5. Over here I distributed as well. 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 4 is 8, -3 times x is -3x, -3 times 1 is -3. Then I combined my like terms, so 2x minus 3x is -x, 8 minus 3 is 5. Subtract 5 from both sides, which gets you -1, divide both sides by -1. So the answer is 1. All right. In box 5, I needed to change the x and the y to the point 89 because it didn't fit on the graph. Okay, so 12 -4 is not going to work. You're going to have to get a point at 8, 9. And the slope is 3/4. So I use the point 89, plug the 9 in right here for y, plug the 8 in right here for x, plug the slope right in here for m, and solve for b. So the 4 goes into 8 twice. 2 times 3 is 6. Subtract 6 from both sides, and you get b equals 3. So that substitutes in there, and you get y equals 3/4 x plus 3. So you go up to +3 on your graph, and then the slope is up 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's graph that line. Moving down to box 6A, it says when Zachary was 4 years old, he was 36 inches tall. He is currently 24 years old and 76 inches tall. So I just made those into to 2 points, found the slope. He's growing 2 every 1 year. And at birth, he must have been 28. So the equation is y equals 2x plus 28. When Zachary is 18 years old, how tall will he be? I did 2 times 18, added 28. And when he's 40 years old, I did 2 times 40, added 28. Does that make any sense? No, because most people aren't 9 feet tall, and most people stop growing. Okay. Question number 7, I did fraction busting. I multiplied everything by 10, subtracted 70 from both sides, divided both sides by 5, and got -17.6. I did the same thing for the second one, multiplied everything by 3, added x to both sides, divided both sides by 3, and got x equals 6. For question 8, I did dimensional analysis. I wanted to get feet per minute. So I wrote feet per mile, which was 5,280. And I did 1 hour is 60 minutes. Then I multiplied straight across and divided and got 5,720 feet per minute.